I'm gonna make this quick. I have never in my entire life sexually assaulted a man, woman, or anybody.
Welcome to Jobbed Out, the wrestling editorial that reminds you that if you break the law, you gotta deal with the bro-lease.
Bro.
So if you're new here, hi. I talk about pro wrestling. Usually goofy stuff or forgotten moments that deserve another watch, but lately my channel's been, well, it's been covering a lot of darker stuff. Primarily the Speaking Out movement, where a lot of people have been coming forward telling their stories of sexual misconduct by pro wrestlers all over the globe. I've spoken on a few subjects here, David Starr, Sammy Guevara, Jay Lethal, but there are a couple of big names I've sorta just glossed over. A big reason for that is I didn't feel like I had enough info to really do the subject justice. Well, today, I'm actually rather relieved that I did in one case, because it's time to talk about Smackdown's newest superstar, Matt Riddle. So I don't think I need to delve too deep into Riddle's career. He was in UFC, he took to pro wrestling, became an indie darling really quick. Once WWE stopped punishing performers for smoking weed, he made it onto the Black and Gold brand and became a cult favorite. Just last month, he made his debut on Smackdown, but of course that's not what this video's about, is it? Early into the hashtag Speaking Out movement on Twitter, another indie wrestler by the name of Cartwright came forward with a seriously screwed up story, prefacing that she didn't know until the Twitter trend that what had gone down was not okay. The story goes back to 2018. A bunch of wrestlers are in a van traveling from an event when she claims Matt asked her to hop on his dick. Her words. She noted that they had been together romantically already, but she refused this time because there were other people in the van sleeping, and she didn't want to get caught. Her claim is Riddle then grabbed her by the throat, threatened her, and she performed oral sex to get out of the situation. Jesus Christ! Something like this, you would expect the WWE to clamp down fast before it becomes a PR nightmare. After all, they did fire Jack Gallagher right away after word had gotten out about a pair of incidents that happened before he was even hired. Immediately afterward, they put out a release laying out their ground rules where in cases of sexual assault, child abuse, and domestic violence, they'll punish people based on arrest or conviction. But if they find enough info on their own, they will take action without police intervention, just like they did with Gallagher. Historically, they were also quick to act when it came to both Enzo Amore's and Rich Swann's stories, though both of those cases were dropped. In this case, the WWE was going full steam ahead. They didn't pull the upcoming Matt Riddle debut. In fact, they've been pushing him ever since. Matt Riddle himself did issue a short statement denying it all and saying that his lawyers were already on it. Word has it that when Riddle was actually hired, he disclosed that he was in a legal situation with Cartwright already, that she was a jilted ex who was stalking him and his wife. He supplied sufficient proof of this at the time, and the WWE decided to back his claims over hers. Of course, with news stories about dozens of other wrestlers breaking since, the Riddle accusations sorta just died down. That is, until this week. Over the last few days, Cartwright has been posting evidence, and by evidence I mean pictures of her and Riddle together, you know, the two kissing, etc. Now this is where things start to feel a bit fishy, but I'll get to that in a second. This morning, Matt Riddle addressed things directly in a Twitter video, and here are some of the highlights.
And that includes Samantha Tavil, Candy Cartwright. I never sexually assaulted you. It's a fabricated story because you're still mad. You know why you're mad? Because yes, you're right. We had an affair. It's embarrassing because I feel like a real piece of crap cheating on my wife and doing that and now having to talk about it publicly. But I have to. I tried to end it. I told my wife about you and us. I tried to end it. I blocked you. I blocked your social media. You then started using messaging apps and you kept coming. And then when she didn't get her way, she used the Speak Out movement to try to ruin my career.
So here's the thing. I believe everybody here. I also think everybody here sucks. The pictures that Cartwright has been posting online don't really show any sort of violent threats or sexual assault. They just show that the two had a romantic affair, something that neither she nor Riddle are denying. They had their affair, it lasted a while, they had some lovey-dovey moments, and ultimately Riddle broke it off to go back to his wife. Cartwright continued to reach out to him again and again, something that both of them seem to be confirming. And you know what? I think the van incident happened too. I think Matt tried to get laid, she refused, he got a little too aggressive, and she did what she had to do to get out of the situation. Afterwards, they went back to their ordinary business, continuing their relationship, something again Cartwright is showing in those pictures, until Riddle left her and she took it badly. Yeah, she took it badly enough that we're talking cyberstalker territory, but jilted exes will do that, trust me. And as Cartwright said herself, she didn't think what had happened in May of 2018 was wrong until she started reading other stories of people speaking out. At this point, while on completely different sides of the spectrum, Matt Riddle and Candy Cartwright, they're telling the exact same story. The thing is, having an affair is sleazy, but it's not illegal. The van incident is awful, but they continued on afterwards like it wasn't any sort of issue. Cartwright's actions since have been clingy, but not illegal enough for involved authorities to intervene, and now that hashtag speaking out is a thing, she let the world know about how her shitty ex was being shitty. Everybody sucks here, but unless something new comes out, like actual footage of physical abuse or verbal threats, case is pretty much closed. I'm not saying I don't believe her, in fact I do believe her, but I also believe him. And something Candy hasn't been saying is, yeah, over the course of the next year it totally happened again and again, because I don't think it did. Now that's just my opinion though, and I know it might not be a popular one, but I do want to know what you think here. Is there a side to pick? It feels like everybody here has done at least one thing wrong, but do the actions of one outweigh the other? Do you think Matt Riddle went too far one time, or do you think Candy Cartwright never would have had an issue if not for the speaking out trend? Or both? Let me know what you think in the comments section, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more, because I want you to be a part of the conversation too. And I'm just saying, I'd love to do these vids every single day, but I need about 650 more subs for this channel to start helping to pay my bills. For now though, I better get my shoulders off the mat, so thank you for tuning in to Jobbed Out. I'll catch you next time.